maybe Luke will show some more stuff about containers.
I will. Okay. Sorry, I was off on a P1 with Meredith just before this, so we're both probably like a little bit haywire. My demo's a little broken, but I'm going to make it work. I glued three things together. It did not go well, as per I think Steven demoed earlier, that it's really fun to glue random things together. So this looks a little broken. I apologize. It'll look less broken as soon as I click something. So what we've got a bunch of things in here. You can actually collapse this guy now, which is nice when you're in container land. But when you do so, the layout gets hilariously wrong because it's trying to drop this next to that, not under it. I will fix that. That's just a byproduct of my poorly merged things. You can zoom, which is we've shown before. But we have some nice stuff now where you can get a hold of like containers. So I actually have a container. It's labeled empty container. It's not actually empty. I just literally named it empty because it was an earlier demo. Sorry. And I have this little block I call it filters, and I've got a pair of filters in it. And you can see now I have a bunch of controls over presentation about how this looks, as well as sizing. So filters have sort of an, how do I say this? Filters have kind of an inferred size today. We will probably eventually I should say probably, we will definitely allow you to have more control over how big or small they are in the not too distant future. But there are cases where you do need to kind of tell us like, hey, I want something to be a specific size, specifically charts. The charts kind of grow to the size of their parent as best they can, but sometimes if you have two charts, you need to control their sizing, and so you can do something like this. We will support drag and drop later, so I can choose my width if I wanted to do that, or my height, or a whole bunch of other things. So I can be like, I want it to be that high, and maybe I have a text block below that I want to be bigger. You can also add min and max heights if you're really want to be pedantic. I'm hoping people don't use that too much, but we give a lot of control. So we are kind of going to this world where you have full control of like how you style things. So for the folks who really want precision, we can give them that. So that's there. We support those same level of controls on containers themselves. These are just these two little guys down here. Accelerators, I tried to merge that one and did not appreciate it, but you can now go like grab a filter, click this little trash button, and it takes itself right off. We will have lots more of those early, probably later today. So just starting to get in nice accelerators, and that makes it easy to go basically like, I wish I could demo it, but it doesn't like me. But basically I can grab a filter from up here, and I can essentially say, move this somewhere. So right now, I just copied the same filter around a bunch of times because I didn't feel like creating 10 filters. In a real world scenario, I would expect most people to have like one filter in a different place or tied to a particular tile. Oops, went backwards. Go back there. Yeah, this layout is really fun. The other thing you'll see is we're starting to kind of collapse away some of the UI up here. So we don't, I think I got it in this one. Let's see if I got this one. Oh, I didn't get this one. When I get a hold of what we call sort of a classic chart, so this is just an old chart, you actually give an option to remove it. So we don't need that charts panel anymore. We have it all unified in here, and you can bring it back via asset. So just getting to the place where this will be the way we kind of do all layout and dashboards here. And that should ship, I'm hoping, later today or Monday. And we are planning to open it up for folks inside to start playing with a caveat list of like scheduling's not currently rendering these right. That's coming soon. And filter mapping's a bit of a pain in the butt right now. We're gonna make that better early next week. So lots of stuff coming here, but we are getting there. So more of the people playing with it.
Can I ask? Because I think this is what you said, but I'm not 100% sure if I understood you correctly. Because when I was doing some internal testing on this, like I just like the charts and the filters, when you put them in the container, they still exist outside the container as well, and you essentially duplicate it. Is that what you're saying, that those will automatically be hidden once they live inside a container?
So the filters will be automatic. Yeah, the filters on the top bar will basically, if you put them anywhere else on the page, we're going to just take them out of that top bar. And eventually that top bar will be just another container that will basically auto place filters in there. But yeah, so the trick we're doing for now is just filtering that. You kind of think of the filter bar up top as like sort of the where we put all filters. We don't tell us to put them anywhere else. The goal is to eventually make that just fully controllable, but we're not quite there yet. So that's the first pass. And then yeah, we'll give you more and more control. The tricky thing is that the next, I guess I'm previewing, the next major push we're making is to tab dashboards in multiple pages. And at that point, it's going to be a little trickier to be like, oh, don't show the filter here if it's not on any container. So we just need to give people control to choose which pages show which filters, or should filters show at all pages, things like that. So that is the next big push, but we want to get this first run polished and feeling good. And then we hope to, I should say, we plan to show multi-page dashboards in the near future. So that'll be more first-class answer to tab dashboards than the current sort of situation we have now, where it's really just links. It works really well, but this will be much prettier, I hope.
Thanks.
Yeah.